all the pieces in place. Here we go, game 3 at Dodger Stadium. And a swing and a miss by Trey Turner, and that's how we start the night. Phillies decked out in their powder blues as Turner drops a bunt down right back to Yamamoto, and that's how game 3 starts, or even in a postseason game, was 1983. That was in the World Series of '83. Schwarber on the first pitch, bounces one over to Freeman, and Yamamoto's been involved in both outs to start this game. A 1-3 and a 3-1. 0-2 count on Alec Bohm. And he hits that one sharply into center field. Pages going back, and he makes a play. Nice running catch by Andy Pages. They look like a defending World Series champion as well, as Ohtani hits one a mile high. Settling under it is Max Kepler, and there is out number 1, and that's how the night starts for Nola. So that'll be on the table for the Phillies. Mookie Betts, center field. Marsh can't get it, and it's going to go to the wall. Mookie Betts on his way to second. He'll turn and burn. Betts into third. It is a triple.
And we talked, BA, when this defense is at its best, you have Bader in center and Marsh on the corner spot. And right here, look, Marsh thought he had a beat on this ball. I'll tell you right here, when you make that dive in the first inning, you got to be sure that someone is backing you up right here. And I mean, once that ball goes by him, that's a triple all the way for Betts.
His first career triple in the postseason. And a swing and a miss. Big curveball from Nola. That's a big pitch early for Aaron Nola, and out number 2.
Well, right here you can see Mookie again. This is where a huge strikeout, but if you're Marsh right there, you know, for me, BA, that's a single, right?
Yeah.
You keep him at first this early in the game. And
it hit him. Spiked that curveball, and he hits Freddie Freeman.
Look, you're never trying to hit somebody with 2 outs, though, and Freddie Freeman up. Not the worst scenario for Aaron Nola right here. Gets the right-handed batter. See, hits him right on that foot. Again, interesting enough, you know, you look at Aaron Nola's numbers this year, right? As you talked about, a lot of injuries, a lot of different things. But this is still Aaron Nola.
First and third, 2 men out. And ring him up. Aaron Nola snaps the breaking ball off on Will Smith. That is a huge confidence boost for the man from LSU. Aaron Nola, the longest tenured Philly, escapes a mess in the first. You heard it from the skipper, the plan all along, and Aaron Nola gives the Phillies 2 scoreless. Here is Suarez, and on the first pitch, Tommy Edman is going to send one out of here. What a greeting that was. And it is the Dodgers who strike first. Second postseason home run this year for Tommy Edman.
Yeah, it's the first pitch cutter right here coming in on his hands. Left that one out over the plate. We talk about all the time. Tommy Edman, that sweet swing. Look at him hit down on that ball and backs that thing up.
Brings up Ohtani. First ball swinging. Fair ball. Harper and Suarez is there. 2 pitches, a home run and a 3-1 putout. Felt like he should have been an all-star this year. Pitch to that quality. Mookie Betts into left. Kepler, a forward dive and a catch. Heck of a play by Max Kepler. Wow.
He got a great jump on this ball right here. Good slide catch.
Betts has produced 2 batted balls that have required dives. The first one was not caught by Marsh in center, ended up as a triple for Betts. This one, Kepler, Oscar Hernandez has been at the top of the list, been a run-producing machine for the Dodgers in his 2 years here. Jam shot, little bouncer out to Stott. And Ranger Suarez settles down, gets through the inning, retires the next 3 hitters. But Tommy Edman strikes quickly. First pitch he sees from Suarez. Home run into left. And it's 1-0 Dodgers in game 3. Dodger starters have been a major story. Schwarber gonna send one way out of here. How far will it fly? My goodness. Kyle Schwarber with a tape measure shot up on top of the pavilion and right. That is one of the biggest bombs you will ever see. And the Phillies tie it up immediately on a Schwarber bomb here in the 4th.
Well, I figured 2-0 you might see a split coming right here. No, sir. He gave him the fastball, and Schwarber, as good as there is hitting that pitch, 455 feet, 117 off the bat. Look where that thing went.
Well, if you're ever going to come out of an 0 for 22 slump, that's how you do it if you're Kyle Schwarber. Tie game, and now Harper on the ground through. They had to shift on, and Harper defies it. He's got a base hit. So back-to-back hits. Schwarber's home run ties it. Now Harper with a single.
That had to be a lot of frustration let out on that swing. I'm telling you, you do not see balls go here at Dodger Stadium to that point.
And ball back up the middle and a base hit. And Harper's on his way to third. The throw, and it gets away from Muncy. And it goes into the dugout, and Harper will score. So Pages' throw comes in. Muncy can't handle it. The Phillies have grabbed the lead. Bohm's going to go all the way around to third base. Be a base hit and an error. And it's 2-1 Philadelphia.
Well, he got this pitch in, and look at Bohm go right up in. Bryce Harper trying to go first to third, pushing the envelope. I like the aggressive base running here. You force him to make a good throw. And that was a really good throw by Pages. But watch Bryce with his angle coming in. Kind of got in front of Muncy, and because Bohm was hustling and getting all the way to second, he was awarded third.
Infield in for the Dodgers. The Phillies strike here, and a fly ball to left. This is going to be deep enough. Bohm tags, the catch is made, and Alec Bohm will score the run. So it is the Phillies who execute here. They've scored 3 runs. Sacrifice fly and an RBI for Brandon Marsh. It's 3-1. 4 for 4 as Kepler goes off the end of the bat, and Pages will run it down, and there is the second out of the inning. And Real Muto is still at second base. Castellanos hit an 0-2 count, and Yamamoto rings the bell. Fastball on the corner. Castellanos is out. Inning is over, but not before the Phillies strike a Schwarber bomb to start it. And then the Phillies add 2 more. 3-1 Philadelphia. We go to the bottom of the 4th in LA.
Great venues in sports.
Lost a legend up here too. James Minns used to run this press box. Very close with Mr. Scully as well. Freeman strikes out, and Ranger Suarez starts this 4th inning with a K. Lefty on lefty matchup. Picks up his first strikeout, pitching in his 2nd inning now.
Just expanded, started right on the plate, and just kept going. Man, you're not going to get. This guy's a 1.43 in the postseason in his career.
Had that feel of a money pitcher, and he strikes the inside corner and gets the called strike 3. So Smith is rung up. Back-to-back Ks for Ranger Suarez.
That's just great location.
Plate. His crew's been excellent. Same group of 6 that were in Philadelphia. And Kike Hernandez showing some patience there, and he draws the walk. 2-out walk in this 4th inning.
Max.
Muncy turns on it, base hit. Hernandez to second, Max Muncy. collects a single against a left-handed pitcher. And now the Dodgers, with 2 outs, start to get it churning a little bit.
And again, not the year versus lefties that Muncy has wanted to see, but another guy kind of locking it in here in October. And can just, what you do is you flip this lineup for the Dodgers, right? All of a sudden you're at the 8th hole hitter, and Pages with 27 home runs.
Phillies lead 3-1. Pages, fly ball into shallow left. Back of the grass is Turner. He'll make the call and the catch, and the inning is over. Ranger Suarez puts up a 0 in the 4th. We go to the 5th. Phillies coming to bat. They lead it 3-1 in game 3. Very uncharacteristic of Yamamoto. Bryson Stott slaps that one back up the middle and a base hit. Into right center it goes. And Bryson Stott with a 2-strike single to start the 5th.
You know, Bryson Stott, because of how hot he's been this really second half, down at that 9-hole hitter, is kind of like an extra leadoff hitter. Good speed too. And this was a pitch down in the zone that he was able to just sneak by Edman. You got to remember here, Dodger Stadium, BA, this is one of the quickest infields in all of baseball. So those little shots up the middle get through a lot of the time.
Up the middle and a base hit for Turner. Back-to-back singles for the Phillies. If the Phillies can tack on right here, they lead it 3-1. And the runners take off, and Schwarber takes a pitch, throw to third, not in time. Bryson Stott swipes third base. Both runners got a huge lead and a huge jump, and it's a double steal. That puts him at second and third with nobody out.
Well, they've been timing it up, and great jump by Stott, and of course Turner following him.
And Bonda strikes him out. Gave him the heat. And out number 1 is a strikeout of Schwarber with runners at second and third. That's a big one for Bonda.
Well, I was wondering if he was going to try to unleash that pitch. He had thrown 5 out of 6 sliders to him right there, and good time to throw that pitch a little bit elevated where Schwarber couldn't even foul it off. Huge strikeout.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Harper on the first pitch pops this one up. This is shallow right. Hernandez got a long way to go. He's going to make the catch, and Stott won't challenge him. 2 big outs for Anthony Bonda. And we welcome you in from the Yankees Blue Jays. Toronto has eliminated the New York Yankees with a 5-2 win today. Got him. Anthony Bonda turns the worm here in the 5th. Strands the bases loaded. Phillies had 2 on, nobody out. Schwarber, Harper, Marsh, all retired, and it's still 3-1 Phillies. Counting the outs to get to Johan Duran. And a base hit into right field, Will Smith. Shortening up, shooting the ball into right field, and the Dodgers will bring the tying run to the plate.
And that's why Will Smith's so valuable. Not only great power from the catcher, but he's able to do this. He's a complete hitter. And he just knows they need a runner. They need some sort of thing to get going. He takes the ball and shoots it to right.
Second time around. Jam shot, fly ball to center. Marsh got a long way to go. Crashing in. It's going to fall, a base hit. Kike Hernandez just muscles one to center field. By any means necessary for Kike Hernandez. It was a big swing, but he got sawed off, and Marsh just could not get there.
Again, you saw Marsh kind of had a pause for a second, and he went a little towards the other way, and Turner playing too far over in the hole, just no chance. And you know, Ranger's going to be frustrated on that because he made a good pitch and got it in on Kike.
Miguel Rojas has come on deck. Muncy on the ground, double play ball here. Stott, Turner to Harper, and a double play, and Ranger Suarez gets out of the jam and calmly walks back to the Philly first base dugout. tailor-made. 2 for the price of 1 as the Phillies go 4-6-3 to end the inning. And Turner back up the middle in a base hit. So Trey Turner quiets him down here at Dodger Stadium. Leadoff single in the 7th. And Schwarber draws the walk. So a patient approach. First and second with nobody out against Kershaw. 2-men aboard. And Harper into right field. Late break, and it is a catch by Hernandez. It wasn't pretty, but Teoscar Hernandez secures it. It was a little panic setting in. Well, it's out number 1.
It was off the end of the bat by Harper, so it sounded funny, and you could see Hernandez had a lot of topspin on it. And right here, actually, did a great job. Schwarber was kind of off far, and good awareness to throw it to first.
The end of that highlight is good. It was the beginning that you could see his eyes open up from here. 2 on, 1 away. Here's Alec Bohm. Both runners start. Now you got to play it first, and out at first is Schwarber. Turner started, then stopped, and Schwarber couldn't get back. And the Phillies give Kershaw and the Dodgers a gift in this 7th inning.
Yeah, right here, you can see the ball gets just away from Will Smith, but Turner had kind of trouble reading it just a little bit, and Schwarber was following him right here. You can see, and Freddie just comes in behind him.
The old unintentional walk, maybe. Be careful with him. And he's working around the edges, and Bohm is ahead in the count 3-0. Dave Roberts just whistles out to Will Smith to put him on. This will be the 2nd consecutive plate appearance that Bohm has reached on an intentional pass. Kershaw deals. That ball's hit hard right center. Hernandez makes the catch, and the inning is over. And Clayton Kershaw has his postseason moment in Game 3. Rojas hit for Andy Pages. So using 3 players in that spot in the order. That ball is hit well into deep left center field. And this is going to fly out of here. JT Realmuto. 2nd hit of the game. And his first home run of this division series. He's made it 4-1 Phillies.
Boy, JT's looking like the JT Realmuto from years ago. Got a 1-0 slider. You can see kind of clipped it out front, but 407. 105 off the bat.
Max Kepler. And did he go? He did not. Checks his swing, and Kepler is aboard with a walk. So Kershaw coming in to start the 7th inning, gave up 2 walks and a single, one of those an intentional walk, and now he has given up a home run and a walk to start this 8th inning. Nobody out. Bouncing ball 3rd base, and Muncy can't pick it. Everybody safe. Muncy took a swipe. Castellanos is aboard. And this is turning into a big opportunity for the Phillies right now.
Yeah, that's the ball you come out here, and a lot of times you'll see Muncy make that play. It just hit off the heel right there. Yeah, it's an error.
Stott gets a bunt down. No wheel play on this time. And Muncy takes the out at first.
There you go. Rob Thompson trying to get that extra run or 2 right here and expand that lead.
We get to the first time with back-to-back. That's a little flare, going to fall for a base hit, and this is going to bring in 2 runs. Trey Turner serves one into right center, and the Phillies lead 6-1. 3 runs are in here in the 8th. Turner with his 3rd hit of the game.
We talk about it. He got jammed right there, but Turner, one thing he wanted to make sure he didn't do, BA, was roll over that pitch, or roll over a slider or splitter. And with the infield in, all he had to do was loop one out in the outfield, and 2 huge tack-on runs, really 3 this inning.
Had a 3-run fourth, and now Schwarber, a high towering fly ball. That one is deep. Hernandez will watch it fly. It's another bomb. Kyle Schwarber has done it again, and the Phillies have busted it wide open here in the 8th. Second homer of the game for Schwarber. 8-1 Philadelphia. That was a rainmaker to right field.
I did not know if that was going to travel enough. I mean, it was so high, 109 off the bat, but straight in the air. But Kyle Schwarber so strong, right off the top of the wall.
Altuve and Manny Ramirez up ahead. Now a shot into left center. That's going to split the gap. Over to cut it off, and Dean kicks it. And Bryce Harper into second base. That'll be a double. It is tough to watch Clayton Kershaw struggle like this. On the ground through for a base hit. And here comes Harper. Throw comes in from Hernandez on a hop. Got a play here. And out at home. Great throw from Kike Hernandez. Saves a run for now. Harper cut down at the plate on a perfect one-hopper from Kike.
Man, you talk about a perfect throw. I told you how hard and this infield is right here. This ball was, I mean, look at this. Charged it beautifully, used all that momentum, one hop. That hop gave Will Smith time to get back, get in position. And yeah, gets Harper right on that leg. Well done.
Needed it, the Dodgers, for a long, long time. Fly ball to center, back on it, Dean racing. Dean on the track and makes a great catch. Wow. Kershaw deserved that one. Heck of a play by Dean. Phillies score 5. And they have opened up game 3 with an 8-1 victory. Real Muto with a bomb. Schwarber with a 2-homer game. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Dave Roberts told us before the game is his closer. And he gave Trinan a shot at it in game 2, and it didn't work out. A lot of strategy, a lot of drama. This one was building that way until the 5-run 8th. Muncy on the ground through for a base hit. Kike Hernandez on his way to third. And Muncy with a single to right. Max Muncy, his second hit. And a swing and a miss. Taijuan Walker with his second out. 2 gone here in the 9th. Dodgers down to their last out.
Yeah, just went the high fastball here. Rushing.
Broken bat. And that's going to sneak through for a base hit. Little confusion between Bohm and Trey Turner, so that'll be an RBI for Tommy Edman.
If you watch this right here, watch where Bohm is. He's already over there, and that's a ball that you think he would just continue to go to. I think Turner, look where Turner's playing. He's got to go all the way in the hole, and I'm telling you, Rob Thompson's going to get Tanner Banks.
He was the winning pitcher in game 1 in his first postseason start. And a fly ball to right, and on one pitch, this should end the ball game here as Castellanos squeezes it, and the Philadelphia Phillies answer back with a victory in game 3. And the road team has won all 3 games in this series. Schwarber with his second career 2-homer postseason game. The winning pitcher will be Ranger Suarez. 5 strong innings coming in as the bulk pitcher out of the bullpen, only giving up the 1 run. And the Phillies are alive and well with their ace, Christopher Sanchez on the mound tomorrow, Frenchie.